Hello everyone, welcome back. Today we are going to see how to transfer vendor master from ECC to SRM. In other words, replicating vendors from ECC to SRM. Let's get started. So open transaction SPRO, go to IMG node and then go to SRM, that is supplier relationship management, and then drop down SRM server, go to technical basic settings. So the first thing for transferring vendors from ECC is we have to do the supplier sync, and under the supplier sync we have to create a root organization, that is root node for the vendors after replicating where this vendors has to be sitting. So that will be called as a root arc. So that I have already created, and then we have to map against company code and then the purchase org. So and the next is defining the global settings for the transfer. So give the root org of the vendor and then define the number assignment. So whether it has to be only ERP number or internal number assignment if ERP number is not possible. So by default we always choose internal number assignment if ERP number is not possible. And then next is defining the backend system. So this is from where the vendor master has to be transferred. So that is nothing, you are defining your logical system. So that how to create a logic system we have seen in one of our previous videos. So that logical system has to be assigned in this table entry and then save it. Next is synchronization is done. So next would be like coming down defining the marketplace. So that is also done. Information on automatic download from marketplace. So how that is done for assigning the root org and then number assignment. So these are all the basic steps which need to be configured for vendor master. So next is checking that RFC connection is working, and there are three methods where how we can do the vendor master replication. So first is by BBPGETVD transaction. So this is the transaction BBPGETVD. So choose the system, and then we have multiple filter option by we can give the supplier or by based on the purchase org. And then how to identify the duplicates is by address comparison. And then object ID is nothing but your vendor root org, and how the vendors has to be transferred. So only transfer R3 numbers. So I have some issue with RFC, so I got this error. If the proper RFC is maintained, we will get a list of. So next is updating. For that use transaction BBPUPDVD. It is similar to GetVD. Define the system, and we have multiple filter options, and you can also restrict duplicates based on one of the option, and then click on transfer. And next one is like go to SC38 with enter the program name BBP underscore vendor underscore sync. So this by this program also we can do the transfer of vendor master from ECC to SRM. This is also simple. Enter the date range from where it has to be transferred. So next we are going to see how to monitor this vendor master. So for that enter the transaction SLG1, and under the object you choose BBPGETVD. This is for when we use the transaction for transfer, and give the date range, and users also we can filter log class, only error, all logs, that also can be filtered based on your thing, and then do F8. So this report will give you a complete details which is ended up in warning, error or successful. So all the details will be shown here. So let's take one example of warning which is entered in warning. So here the no master data maintained, no bank master is maintained, but still it has been replicated since bank is an optional parameter. so the vendor master is replicated. In case of error, um, creation of vendor master is entered in error because of what is the error? Just scroll down. So it will give you a detailed description of why the this is because no logical system is not defined. So when we maintain logic system, that is not been maintained properly. So we can also monitor for update vendors. So enter BBPUPDVD and then do F8. So you will get if any logs are if any error logs are maintained. Thank you for watching this video. If you like, please share and subscribe to your friends.